I'm very excited to invite one of our parishioners, a relatively new one, by the way, Jason Ramos. Jason's here with his family, and I've asked Jason if he wouldn't mind coming up and speaking to you for a few minutes about the campaign.
Morning. My name is Jason Ramos. My family and I have been parishioners of St. Peter since our arrival nearly a year ago. During that time, we have made close friends among our parishioners. We've seen the completion of the restoration of the interior of the basilica, and we have been fortunate and blessed to consider this parish our home. I believe that it is important to support your church in whatever way you can. I believe that active participation in the Catholic Church leads to actively living the Catholic faith outside the physical walls of the Catholic Church. I also believe that actively contributing to the Church financially leads to a greater appreciation for what the Church is able to accomplish, because money does not appear out of thin air. Sadly, many people seem to think that the Catholic Church has great coffers of treasure and gold buried beneath the floor. I think if that were true, that Father Linsky would have excavated rather than have come to us to support the capital campaign. It is said that money is the root of all evil, and yet we wear clothes bought with money, we eat food bought with money, and we give money to this place we call our church. This place which feeds and clothes and sings and laughs and loves and cries. This place that pays salaries, teaches children, raises families, and buries our dead. This place that we love, called our church. Maybe it's not the root of all evil after all. I've spent a lot of time around the world, not as much time as Father Linsky, but I have seen enough of the world to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that not only does God exist, but God exists very presently. A wise man named St. Peter once said that you can look at the trees and the earth and see with your eyes and hear with your ears that God exists around you, everywhere, and always. It took me many years to come to that realization, which led me to convert from atheism. But the fact of the matter is that the Catholic Church is, very presently, God's church. And we know this because we come to this place that we love, that we call our church. If you come here more than twice a year, you have likely met someone to your left and to your right, and each of you will likely call this place your church, our church. And our church is growing pretty significantly, which is a good thing, but we are starting to run out of space, which is a bad thing. So, while money cannot buy happiness, it does pay to construct buildings. And our church, this place, that spiritually feeds and clothes us, needs more space badly. It needs buildings so badly that Father Linsky, who's asking for our support, our pastor who stands up here tirelessly week after week, day after day, gave a year of his own salary because of how much he believes in this place and how committed he is to it. There are 1,300 registered families that belong to our parish. 1,300. As of yesterday, 9.1% of registered families are participating in the New Generation of Founders campaign. That is 118 families that have pledged $3.7 million for a campaign that will benefit a lot more than 118 families in this parish. $2 million of that has already been raised, which means some of those 118 families have written some really big checks. The goal is $5.3 million. To give you a better frame of reference, if every single registered family of this parish pledged $100 per month for the next 36 months, we could pack up the campaign and start building, because we would well exceed $5.3 million. Since $3.7 million has already been raised, that leaves a remaining $1.6 million. Split between the remaining 1,182 families over 36 months, which, by the way, the pledge amount is 5 years, not 3, so for reference. Each family would need to pledge about $36 a month for the next 36 months for us to hit every single goal of this campaign. So what do we get with our money? What do we get for our money? Buildings, a new hall, a fund for the future of the church, buildings which will likely be here after you're gone, after I am gone, after your kids and my kids. These buildings, will be here long after we are here. But Father Linsky, I don't want to put more money into this place. Let someone else do it. We will. We will get it done. Whether you participate or not, whether you contribute or not, whether you pledge or not, we will get it done. Because this is our church. We have the opportunity to be a part of something beautiful that people who are not even born yet will be able to enjoy, experience, and appreciate, where they will be fed and clothed and sing and laugh and cry and love. Together, let's make this happen. Join me and the others already on board by contributing the fruits of your God-given talents to be a part of a new generation of founders. Thank you, and may God bless all of you and your families.